Well, evening boys and girls. I just come down for 2 or 3 hours down at Upton on the River Bure. Never fished it before, but I thought I'd give it a go. Walked down the boat dike. It was a good old trek in the heat. And then there's an angler fishing in the first peg or two, so I come in peg number 3. But I never fished it before, but obviously that's further up the river, a lot further up the river than Marth, and a lot more tidal. So I'll do things slightly different, but not a huge amount. But there's a hell of a lot of boats coming past, especially ones that are a bit daft. You come in that close to the bank, because they're obviously stupid. you can't deal with stupid, can you? There you go, common sense into given. Yeah, because people decide like coming in about a rod length off the bank, I think I'm going to fish short. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of anglers, a lot of places always fish 3/4 across the far margin. That's the same as in carp fishing. I don't get it, because if the angler's on the other side, they'll be casting across here into this margin. So why don't you just fish this margin? I don't know why people do it. Anglers have always done it. They always want to fish distance when they can just fish under the feet. I don't get it. What's the difference? Well, we're going to fish short tonight, and hopefully there'll be no more dimwits like them coming past a rod length out. Don't need to do it because the river's really wide. Well, I got the old special ground bait again, made from scalded trout pellet, brown crumb, layers, pellets, a bit of the old house robin red bird food, and a bit of sweet corn. Well, if you look here rig wise, there's the same little float stop. Go down to a feeder. This time I'll put a little snap link in it. So obviously I never fished here before, and depending on the river flow, that snap link I can change weights of feeders. I've already put a 45 gram on. I don't know what it's be like, but I thought, well, I cast out at 30 gram and that went with the tide pretty sharpish. So I thought I'll up that and I'll put a snap link on it in case I need to do it anymore. And obviously go down the swivel, 18 inches of hook length, and to a micro barbed number 10 hook. I'm going to bait with corn. Simple old tactics really, but it does the job. Well, the amount of tide flowing through here, that's certainly more of a man's river than I'm used to. It's like fishing the river at Yarmouth. There's a hell of a lot of tide. I just checked my box to see if I've got any 60 gram swim feeders, and I ain't. I must have left the things at them. I only got 44 grams of my heaviest, and I could really do with a little bit more weight. That's what happened when a boy fish a man's river. First time I ever fished the Bure, unless you're talking about at Yarmouth after eels and flounders and things years ago. But certainly something different. Another string tied to the bow. I wish I could fish a bit further out, but there's so much boat traffic, and some of them are coming so close to this bank, as you've already seen. I don't dare, because I know it's going in tears, isn't it? And they go straight from a gear. And I get angry and call them bad words. We don't want to call people bad words, do we? Fish and malarkey is meant to be relaxing. Don't call people bad words, even though I want to. I did try putting my rods up high to start with, but then I thought, I'm fishing so close to this bank, there's no point. I'm not really saving a lot, because if I'm fishing halfway across, yeah, you have your rods up high and keep the line out of the water. But because I'm only fishing a couple of rod lengths out, there's no point really. So I'll put the rods back down low, but I'm starting to get the odd little tap and rattle on the tips. What's good? There might be just a little old roach hitting the feeder if the crumb all come out. But that's a start in it. Once you start getting a few taps, that gives you a bit more confidence, doesn't it? And you go, come on, wrap round you bugger. And I think that probably would wrap round in this tide. But let's see how it goes. Well, I'm just waiting and gagging for a fish now. I keep getting a few little rattles, and I'll hit a couple of them, and that's not come to nothing. I think it's probably just a little roach knocking bits and pieces at the feeder. But that's a very hot day today, but there's a lovely breeze blowing through us, made it really lovely. Cracking breeze running along, that's running from my right to left. I'm not quite sure of the orientation, so of where I'm sitting, so I think that might be westerly, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know what angle I'm sitting really. But whatever, it's a lovely cool breeze. just what you need after working all day in the heat. That's smashing. It's got another knock on the right hand rod. Well, I'm getting plenty of knocks, but not anything positive. So what I've done is, instead of putting 2 bits of corn on the hook, I only put a single bit of corn on the hook. So there's plenty of barb showing, a bit more like sea fishing, if you know what I mean. Let's see if this makes any difference, because obviously with more of the barb showing, that's got to be more. Yeah. Give that a go. We've got 2 hooks, haven't we? Oh, biggest fish on. Look at that. First blood. A bream. That's a pale old thing. Give it that. Well, it ain't the biggest bream in the world, but still a bream. My first Bure bream ever. Gratefully received. Oh, they're very pale in here because of a bit dirty water. I'll get that back. And I had that on the one. I had that on the one with a single bit of corn. So maybe that's a single bit of corn. It's the kiddie. Double bit of corn, they can't get to the hook. And a single bit of corn, they can. So I'll think of that in future. Single bit of corn. Well, and I just brought in the other rod and put a single bit of corn on the other rod. So there's plenty of hook point showing. Let's see that again, see if it makes any difference. But it seemed funny as soon as I took the 2 bits of corn off and put a single bit on. I got that bream straight away. I was near that little skimmer. But I never fished a Bure before here, so I don't know what it's like. Is it full of little low skimmers? I don't know. They might feed slightly differently to the fern, obviously with a lot more flow here. So we'll give that a go. That's all we can, innit? Finally, I got a fish on. After dozens and dozens of missed bites, finally got one. Avoid these weeds. That's a slightly bigger skimmer in the last one, but it ain't huge. Didn't unhooked him, let's get him out of the land, isn't it? Here's another one of them super pale bream little skimmers, but that's nice to catch them. I'm getting a lot of bites, but I'm missing them. I don't know why. Maybe corn into the thing here or what, but I'm missing a hell of a lot of bites. Well, I think that's what I'm getting pestered with all day. A pesky roach. Any little old roach. That's probably the first roach I've caught in 8 or 9 years. It's all been rod at the minute, isn't it? Pretty little fish. I'll get him back. Let him swim for another day. Well, I think that's what all these little knocks are. All these little knocks and bounces of the tip are little old roach trying to hammer that corn, but they're struggling with a big hook. Well, that ain't a bad thing really. I don't really want the roach. If I want the roach, I'll bring a whip there or a pole. But it's still nice to get a few fish. A couple little skimmers and a roach so far. Let's hope we get a bit more. I'm getting tons of knocks all the time. A roach hitting the feeder. Well, I've got something here, I'm not sure what it is yet. Oh, another little bream. Get the old hand out. Another little skimmer the same sort of size. All these skimmers seem to be the same sort of stamp. All about 3/4 pound sort of size. I was ever so lightly hooked in the lip. They all seem to be very lightly hooked. Everything's right just in the entrance of the mouth, but I'm not complaining about that. Make them easy to hook. The ones the other day down in Martham were, a lot of them were deeply hooked, but they're not here. They're all hooked right in the mouth, right in the entrance. Oh, I think I might need another skimmer. They all seem to be the same stamp in here. Or is this a slightly bigger one? Who knows? Just unhooked it. Get out of the net. So yeah, they're all the same sort of stamp, all about half to 3/4 of a pound size. They're all identical. It's very silvery, light coloured skimmers. But it's still nice to catch. Good bit of sport. Worst thing you can be doing, isn't there? Well, it's getting near home time for me. I thought I'd just nip down here for a couple of hours. That's all. A couple of hours just to get the rods wet and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's been fairly enjoyable. A few little skimmers. That's a new venue. I never fished it before, so that opened up the armoury for somewhere else to go. But yeah, it's good. I reckon in the early morning, when there's no boat traffic and you can fish all different ranges and that sort of thing, I think the early morning will be the kiddie here. I just can't believe how close the boats have been coming to the platform. I reckon I could touch them with a rod, some of them. Unbelievable. Alright then, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.